What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and this is a rule. If you see a Glock for under $300, doesn't matter what model, doesn't matter what caliber, what size, if you like it or not, get it. Just get it. This year has been the year of deals, and that's because everyone has gone towards certain style handguns, right? Optics ready, 9mm, stuff like that, micro 9s, comped, whatever the case may be. And Glock very rarely has an offering that, in terms or on paper, competes with those. I walked away with the Glock today. I picked up a Glock, not a PSA dagger, not a knockoff Glock, for $225. Let that sink in for a second. $225. That's ridiculous. It doesn't matter what model it is. Get it. You will find use for it somehow, even if it's just a range toy. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. And let's see what we got. Now, there's always going to be those people, right? Because I remember my buddy brought home a Glock 23 for $300. Had a sick aftermarket trigger in it. Had work on it, night sights. He got it for $300. A light on it. People said, oh, I'd never buy that. It's like, yes, you would. First of all, it's at this point, you're crazy if you don't pick something up for that price. Let's take a look at it. And here's the thing. I wanted to pick one of these up for review for the channel anyways. It was honestly just fate that I said, hey, on the way home from work, let's take a stop. Let's take a look. And here's what we got. Oh, yeah, here's the receipt. I ripped it while trying to get my personal information off there. Let's take a look real quick. Ammo. Spear Gold Dots, 45 ACP plus P. There's that. Come down here, Glock 36 for $225. With a box of hollow points, gold dots, some of the best ammo you can buy, plus P, I left with $275 was my total. And I bought these for testing. Today, I picked up a Glock 36. 36. Sorry, I'm so used to saying 26. A Glock 36. Not only is it a Glock 36, but look at it. Nothing. No marks. No scratches in the frames. No dents. Look at that. Like, what? Look at this. And a couple up here, I will say. But look at this. Nothing. The polymer sights. Nothing. Barrel wear. Nothing. Just nothing. This is crazy. Yes, it's only 2 mags, and yes, it's in 45 ACP. I don't care. This could be a truck gun, a backpack gun, a fishing gun, a woods gun. It doesn't matter. For $225. Absolutely ridiculous. Now, like I said, we will have a couple people on here that go, hey, well, I would never buy that. 45, that's pointless. Or it only is 6+1, because it is 6+1. The Glock 36 is a single stack, thin handgun in 45 ACP. Now, what was the point of this? Well, back then, Glock 43s, Shields, XDSs, right? That was the big carry gun. And what did they all come in? 45. So XDS came in 45 and 40. Then you had the Shield. It was a little bit bigger than your average Shield, but they put out a 45 model. For a lot of people who wanted a thin 45 ACP that isn't a 1911, this is what people were jumping to. They wanted something a bit smaller. And if you look at the Shield from Smith & Wesson in 45 ACP, this handgun right here is just a tad bit bigger overall. Absolutely crazy. Now, the slide is going to be the same width as a Glock 19, maybe a little bit thinner. But then when you come down into the frame, you can see how the slide overlaps just a tad bit. When you come down to the frame, you have a very thin frame, thinner than something like a 43X, thinner than the Glock 26, thinner than the 27, the 33, the 19. So you have this thin Glock that, yes, it's only 7 rounds total, but it doesn't matter. For some people, that's what they want to carry. They want to carry a single stack. I'll never forget it that I actually saw a self-defense encounter video. I forgot. It was on a major channel where they were interviewing the guy. They said, what did you use? What did you defend your life with? He goes, my Glock 36. He said, I'll never sell that handgun. It was there for me when I needed it. Yes, it's short on capacity. His own words. He said, yes, it's short on capacity. Yes, it lacks capacity. but it was there when I needed to. And you're going to have the people that say, oh, what if someone runs up on you with a Draco? What if there's 3 or 4 of them? Like I said, I'm going to keep saying it. You're not John Wick. This isn't a movie. If 3 or 4 people have a gun on you, and they each have a gun, you have 0 chance. People just aren't practical. People almost are looking for gunfights. It's just not how it works nowadays. Stay out of bad areas. Don't live in a bad area. If you live in a bad area right now, I get it. I'm from the city of Detroit. Move. Work hard. Work overtime. Stop spending money on dumb things. Budget. And get your family out to a nice area. I don't want to hear a single comment, well, the people in my neighborhood carry Dracos and ARPs, and they're always in groups. Move. I get crime happens everywhere, but there's a much lesser chance of crime happening to you if you live in a better area. No, I'm not rich, and no, I don't live in a rich area, but I at least got to a place where my kids can walk down the street freely, and my kids can have a nice life, and I can have a nice life, and I don't have to look over my shoulder or over my back as I walk down the street to go get a pop, even though I don't drink pop, you know what I mean, to go get a water, whatever the case may be. 7 rounds is in 45 ACP, carry some good ammo, a backup mag, and you're good to go. Now, is this going to be my main carry? Of course not. But would I carry this? Yes. I think the way it shoots, and yes, I actually owned a Glock 36 before. I do not right now, but I actually made a trade for it back in the day. I actually think I have some YouTube videos where I still had that Glock 36. It's actually a very flat shooting gun, a really nice shooting gun. Anyways, this also has a rail versus the 26, 27, 33, 28, 39 that do not have a rail. And this is in 45 ACP, not 45 GAP. So therefore, ammo is more readily available. Racks like absolute butter. Trigger, actually pretty clean and smooth. Reset. It's going to be obviously that 5.5 pound trigger. Ergonomics are also a place where this handgun shines. It actually feels surprisingly good in the hand. Now, back in the day, I didn't really remember what it felt like, but this feels good. Throw a pair of grips on this, and this is going to feel really decent in the hand. It's natural. It's thin. Sort of cool. I like this thing. I don't care what anyone says. If you haven't caught on to it by now, I don't follow the trends. I don't follow the bull crap. I don't fall into marketing. Here's the thing. Everybody who promotes handguns on here, all the new releases, even, I've done it myself. I've promoted new releases, but I never once told you that you need it. A lot of people, you think you need the capacity, you need the porting, you need the comp, you need the red dots. You don't. You just need a good, reliable, working handgun. You need skills. You need good physical fitness. A lot of people are sitting behind a keyboard talking, but when it comes down to physical fitness, where do you stand? Where do you stand in defensive fighting, defensive postures, grappling? Where do you stand with all that stuff? Self-defense is a lot more than just having a gun. That's what it comes down to. So the Glock 36 at the end of the day, great pickup. Like I said, you don't have to use it as a main carry. Throw it in a backpack. Have it as a backup gun. Let's say your main handgun goes down for some reason. You had to use it, or it needs a new part, or it's being unreliable. You now have a backup gun that you can go to. And you know this thing's going to run. So, yes, it may be outdated in the terms of the people who want you to buy the newest, greatest, and latest thing, but you will never have the up-to-date handgun. You will always be chasing and chasing and chasing that new thing. Because guess what? Every couple weeks, every week, every day, something new comes out. You'll never find your perfect handgun chasing the new stuff. Why do you think I carry the Glock 26? Because it's my favorite handgun, and that won't change regardless of all these new releases. I just love that gun. It shoots so well. I'm not one of these people that has to follow everything that everyone else does, because at the end of the day, these are marketing campaigns. Yes, I got a handgun sent to me from Springfield Armory, but I never once told you to get rid of your main carry and buy it. I never once told you needed it. I just said it's a great gun. So, at the end of the day, we're going to be running this thing. I'm going to be taking to an outdoor range and getting some footage for you. We're going to run all these through it. We're also going to run some Full Metal Jackets and some Civil Liberty Defenses, as well as G9 rounds. So stay tuned for that. This is an awesome handgun, guys. For $225, tell me differently.